Victor's log. Stardate 01/07/22. These are the voyages of the HAMster ball. Its mission: to explore strange new snacks, to seek out new treats and new tickles,
and crumpets,
to boldly go where no hamster's gone before. Ooh.
Is that a hamster on my shoulder?
Yeah.
Eating a buttered crumpet.
Yeah.
Not a whole one.
No. Right, but, so.
Hi, Ham fam. Welcome back to our channel. The insanity has only just begun.
Yeah.
Vic's just going to finish his breakfast.
Yeah.
You know, who doesn't have a crumpet in the morning, eh?
Yeah.
Right, got a few bits to go through today. Really sorry we missed you guys last week, but it was just way out of sync.
Thank you for all the lovely messages and bits.
It was really kind.
Yeah. So fortunately enough, it hasn't affected me again this week, so it's all been good.
This is it. He's tried moving some bits around to help.
As you get older, it's the sort of man you go, oh, that's a new and interesting new pain. I haven't had that one before.
It's the way of looking on the bright side of it. I mean, it's something I started years ago. It's like, oh, that's new and interesting. And
you almost want to make a bingo card of it. You go, click, 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 bingo. Got a line.
Got a line. I've got a house.
Yeah, full house.
You left crumpet on my shoulder. Yeah, you're not pouching it then. Right, so as I remove the soggy crumpet, and that will go in his cage because it gets checked daily. You're going to wash your face now for half an hour like your sister did. Yeah. Right, so we go.
Picador.
Yeah, you're going to have to go back to bed, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah. Who was playing on the bed with Mummy and Daddy and Earbud this morning? Yes, Earbud and him come out quite frequently together and run round the bed with us. Well, me and Darren don't run round the bed, obviously.
No.
I sort of lay in one direction and Darren lays in or sits in the other.
Yeah.
And then they climb all over my head and things.
But yeah, we shall returning back. We'll be back in a second.
Right, guys, so word of the week. Yay!
Well, word of 2 weeks now.
Word of 2 weeks, yeah.
I can't remember what the last one was.
The last one we had was gambrinus, which is a state of being full of beer.
Oh, yeah.
This one is one Darren should learn. Griffinage.
No, it wasn't. That was the last one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, illegible hand. Yes, that.
Yes.
Beg your pardon. That was the one before.
Yeah.
Okay, so griffinage is illegible handwriting, which I think we said before about Darren's writing.
Grundle.
Gruntle.
Gruntle.
A pig's snout is called a gruntle. Do you know, I sort of love that. I really love that. That definitely is my word of the week.
Yeah.
I'll be phoning up Darren's mum telling her, I'll be phoning up my mum telling her. Yeah. And they'll love it.
It's a gruntle.
And they'll probably phone up people and tell them. So it's definitely a word of the week, that one.
Yeah.
Right, so Sherlock. 2 weeks ago, did anybody...
people had guesses. It was the will.
I'm pretty sure mine was wrong.
It was
about what percentage?
If on one hand the child was a girl, if the child was a boy, you get 2/3 of the estate and the wife 1/3. If the child was a girl, the wife gets 2/3 and the daughter gets 1/3. How to rank who? They gave both to twins. After he died, so how to settle the estate. I got it.
One
I think.
boy twin and one girl twin.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I can tell by reading that.
Leanne said half the estate to the son and the other half share between the mother and daughter.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I put. Only I put it as in I had 4/3 on here, which is completely wrong. But that's essentially what I meant.
The son gets half. Angela, the son gets half, and the mother and daughter get a quarter each.
Yeah,
that's the same again.
Sort of guess.
Yeah.
that I wrote down wrong.
And has Pink Poodle got one for the Sherlock?
I really don't blame her if she hasn't. Hi Jess, hi Billy Bum Bum. I don't know where he's pointing the camera, so I've got no idea whether you can see me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hi Jess, hi Billy Bum Bum, hello Lily. And can I just say, Boris Johnson had never looked so good, and that's a sort of private joke between us and Pink Poodle.
Yeah. Well, unless you're friends with her.
Yeah.
Instagram. Right. The bit I got, which is if you go on it, it's the son gets twice as much as what the mother gets, and the mother gets twice as much as what the daughter gets.
Right.
Yeah. So if the daughter gets 1, then the mother gets 2, and then the son would get 4. So put them together, you get 7. You get 7 bits. So the daughter gets 1/7, the mother gets 2/7, and the son gets 4/7.
Right. I'm really. I didn't like that one, Darren.
But we shall check.
I did not like that one.
Too
many numbers.
The will. To unravel this issue, Holmes looks at the apparent intent of the dead man. It's quite clear that the son should get twice the sum of the widow, who in turn should get twice the inheritance of the daughter. The answer was to divide the estate by 7ths.
Yeah.
Give 1 portion to the girl, 2 to the mother, and 4 to the son.
It's annoying how right you get these, but the thing is, he looks at ones and thinks, oh, they're a bit simple for us. No, they're not simple for us. They're simple for you see, Darren.
Right.
We want a chance.
Yeah?
Go on, then.
Got another one for you this week.
Oh, God, it's not maths again, is
Here's
it?
another maths one, yeah. It's not that bad.
Says the brainiac.
Right. I was faced with a modesty. I was faced with a modest young lady the other day. Holmes said to me, she was chary of confessing her true age.
What?
As she didn't want to say what her true age was.
All right.
I've never heard of chary before. No. Really haven't. As many women are, I noted. Quite so. I was reasonably persuasive on the matter, however, and I finally got her to admit that she was the eldest of 15 children.
Heck.
Each born with a year and a half between them. When she confessed that her age was 8 times that of the youngest of her siblings, I knew at once how old she was. How old was she? She's the eldest of 15 with a year and a half between them.
I'm going to guess. Right. Okay. Right, Darren.
Right.
So the riddle. The
simpler riddles.
The simpler riddles, which I prefer, actually.
Yeah.
My answer was it wasn't raining.
Right. If a brother and his sister and their dog went under an umbrella, why didn't they get wet? Yep. You, Angela, Pink Poodle, and Leanne all got it right.
Yay! You got something right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not raining.
So what's the riddle for this week?
The one for this week. The person who makes it has no need of it. The person who buys it has no use for it. The person who uses it can neither see nor feel it. What is it?
Possibly got it right. Don't know.
Yay.
Right. So, caption of the week 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Was this. My caption for it was prepared for Wimbledon.
Leanne's is Strawberry Delight.
I like that.
We've got one from Pink Poodle, which says, I can find it. She writes paragraphs, it's alright.
I like a chatty story.
Yeah.
A chatty talky.
Caption this week. I think this will fit in my cheeks, but it's going to be a tight squeeze.
I love it. Right, so this week's caption, the picture. So write a caption for the picture, in other words, in case you hadn't already guessed that.
Yeah.
Is
this. Oh, don't know.
I have actually written down something for that, so you'll have to wait until next week to hear that.
I think he's gone off.
He's gone fluffy, I suppose that's, yeah. Right, so, items posted this week, peoples.
Yay!
Wait until... Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Right, items posted this week have been amazeballs, by the way. Creepy crypt box from Gem Boutique.
Yep.
I love Bert. Although there is a bit of a story with that one. He's
not called Bert.
His name was Burke.
Yeah, B-E-R-K.
The skull's name was Boney. Well, mine's called Bert. So
yeah, and they were both voiced by Willie Rushton.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll see in the Creepy Crypt unboxing.
Yeah.
Right, Package Pets haul. That's so good. And if you're not into that, you can always go down to the end and watch the hamsters trying out different ones. Then for Witchcraft Wednesday, you had a two-parter, which is me making up the Hogwarts castle.
Yep, by Cubic Fun.
And I love that. I loved how that turned out. I really did. And then we had Coven's Curse Box by Gem Boutique, which ended up being my favourite out of the three. I didn't think anything would go past Bats and Cats. But that being said, all the boxes have been totally amazing. But yeah, so we'll go on to chatting about Gem Boutique a bit later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the ones posted this week. Filmed at the moment, we currently have the Grindstore haul filmed. I do have troubles with that word. We've got an actual wax melt scent one going on. Should be.
Not the one we haven't.
No,
we haven't filmed the end yet.
The main part is filmed, so you know. I know what one I want to finish off anyway. Yeah. So yeah. Still to do, fully to do, is the Psychic Tree haul and the £30 mystery box from the Psychic Tree.
Yeah.
Yes, it's driving me nuts now because I still haven't seen what's inside it. And of course the House of Knights tarot cards. We'd also had through Darren's Wrestle Crate.
Yep, that's the other.
Which
there was another mystery
quite
one.
Cool, I think, on the outside of it.
Yeah, so it's got
a ring on
the outside of it's a wrestling ring.
So you know, we're hoping for good things with that.
Yeah.
We're impressed by the outer box, so that's a good start, isn't it? And we're still waiting for more. Plus, we got a big one.
Yes.
So that's a big surprise.
Yeah, it's got new ones coming through. I think today that got an email saying the occult box one's been sent out last month. So
yeah, I think it's being staggered, but yes, they are, because we get quite a few different occult box ones.
Yeah.
Because we love Misha. She's fabulous. Right. And more importantly, her items are fabulous.
Yeah.
It does help if you like the person selling them.
Yeah.
TV this week.
Yep.
I've watched Lost, a bit more of season 3 Love Island. I think that's the one actually the little boy I nannied for comes in. But I will tell you when I see that, so I can tell you what episode and series. Silent Witness, I'm nearly
up to date
on that now. I'm actually in the middle of episode 2 of the one where season 25
Sam Ryan
where
came
Sam
back.
Ryan comes back.
It was a special one for the 25th
Huge hopes
anniversary.
for that. I've been put off a bit because I know there's 6 parts to it, from what Darren told me.
It seems to be dragging quite a lot here.
I'm bored at the moment, I've got to say. It's all political, and I just, I don't know. I can't get my teeth into it. The thing is, you've got to care enough about the people that have been murdered or be intrigued by it.
Yeah, so on the plus side, she hasn't told anyone that her dad was killed by an IED.
Not this time.
Not yet.
Although you could watch Silent Witness back and make a drinking game of it. Yeah. And believe me, you wouldn't end up.
Yeah, we didn't notice it till we went through it. She would mention it at least once or twice an episode. It was like, really?
Yeah. What was more amazing from that was I keep calling it an IAV or something, but yeah. I've also started rewatching Buffy. We haven't forgotten about Lucifer, we just haven't watched any this week.
No.
Namely because, as I said,
I've been editing bits.
That's right. And not only that, I've watched all the Divergent films. So that's Divergent, Allegiant, and Insurgent.
Not in that order.
Not in that order, no. That's the order I remember, or the names I remember. And I've also rewatched all the Hunger Game films, which, to be perfectly honest, is one of my favourite ones to rewatch. Right. So, our chat this week. I'm going to start off with something that is strange, very, very sad, and I've got pick-up ones after that.
Yeah.
Too much mayo.
Yeah. Yeah. There's I saw about it on Reddit a few days ago. In America, Atlanta.
I mean, this made us so sad. It really did.
Yeah. It was on the 27th of June. The Atlanta police were investigating a shooting that left one woman dead and another in a critical condition at a Metro Atlanta subway store. The reason for the shooting was the guy said he had too much mayonnaise on his sandwich.
So he shot and killed a 24-year-old woman.
6:30 p.m. Police said the woman who was killed was 26 years old. A 24-year-old employee was shot in front of her 5-year-old son. Apparently she was shot twice as he pushed him under the counter to stop him from being hurt. I mean, it's like,
and she was in critical condition at the time. We've got no idea how she is doing now.
It's not a funny,
it's not a funny thing. It's just something that really upset us this week.
It's sort of amazed me because like people have like arguments about bits like that, but the police chief said that the majority of homicides in 2022, they said, have been over arguments.
And I mean, use your words, people. Seriously. The police chief said, there's nothing they can do to prepare and to defend people over things like too much mayonnaise. They can work on drugs bits.
They can bring down drunk cartels. They can bring down different bits but they can't do anything about that.
No, because
it's too random.
But I mean, to be perfectly honest, let's say there's too much mayo on this. Can you either take some of it off or redo it with less? You do not need to get to the point where you are, where you sort of like, instead of using words and being polite and not getting... Because that's the other thing. Why get irate over things? I mean, can't people discuss them these days?
Yeah.
They say, Yeah.
I saw it, and it just sort of threw me. It's like, I've got to say about it, it's not a funny thing, but it was amazing.
Shocking.
It was shocking because you just like, what? Really?
And I just think, because neither my mum and dad or my mother-in-law had heard about it. So, I mean, we said to them about it, but I figure that the more people that are talking about it might actually stop and think, you know, this is serious. We need to use words more, and you don't need to shout and scream because that gets nowhere. You know, I mean, I know that we all get angry at times and things like that, but I mean, count to 5, count to 10, you know, and try and straighten in your head what you want to say and then say it. I mean, I'm sure that all of you guys know this anyway. Yeah. But, you know, again, we figured that if we told you about it and got people talking, that maybe they'd see what we see, which is, I mean, it'd be silly if it wasn't so sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are going to come away from that.
Yeah.
And we're going on to the more light-hearted. So I've got a couple of pictures I've sent to Darren to show you. The first one is some watermelon art.
Yeah.
And that just blew me away. What do you think, guys?
Yeah. Oh, that's bloody brilliant.
I've seen some more since then, but that was the most intricate. I mean, can you imagine if you did a cut in the wrong place, you'd have to start again.
Yeah.
Also, I saw this picture on Instagram. I think it was either Instagram or Facebook. I don't really deviate.
Yeah.
Of the most remarkable birds that are flowers.
Only not birds.
What do you think?
They're amazing, aren't they? I mean, they look like jigs.
I haven't chosen captions on these because, obviously, I mean, they're flowers for one thing.
Yeah.
Not that I've restricted myself to animals only. It's just that they're just so fantastical, and I'm a sucker for cute, and I figured that if there's cute, fluffy things, I'm more likely to show you that than these, and then they'll get lost in my caption one, you know, of the Never Never section. Right, this one. Now, we all like to stay safe.
Well, as the caption says, when you want to spice things up in the bedroom.
No, I apologise if this offends anyone, but honestly, guys, I had to show you this because I just couldn't believe it. It's got to be a joke, right? What do you think?
Yeah. To be fair, if that offends you, I'm amazed you've lasted this long on our channel.
Yeah.
There you go.
The thing is, if I say things that tickle me, I mean,
that wouldn't tickle.
No, oh no.
Feeling hard.
Yeah. That's got to be a joke, hasn't it? I mean, seriously, nobody loves curry that much, surely.
Well, it's on one of the bottom episodes. They go to get condoms. What flavour? Cheese and onion. Well, everyone loves cheese and onion, don't they? Years ago when I worked at a petrol station, they just brought in all flavours. I was about 18, 19 at the time. And we had all these new ones in, all these exotic flavours. And this bloke came in his early 20s. He said, "Oh, you've got a pack of condoms." Sorry? You've got a pack of condoms, please. It's certainly so. What flavour would you like? Like that. And he ran out of the shop.
That's so cruel. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. You're terrible. I'll be perfectly honest. I mean, you know, it's a gimmick, isn't it? It's got to be a gimmick.
It's probably an April Fool's thing.
That's got to be an April Fool's thing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be. There's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they used to do things like melon and strawberry and bits like that. I mean, but to be perfectly honest, I mean, all it's going to do is make you fancy fruit instead, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just saying, but you know. Right. So we have got our weekly update. Right. Jess Pagan.
Oh yeah.
Our pumpkin hollow
Aficionado.
Lado. Or a Lado.
A Lado. I'm a Lado.
There is only one pre-order left for her Season of the Witch.
There is. Yep.
Which I think comes to $18.50 with postage, if I remember rightly. I could be
Can't
wrong.
remember. I think it's $3.50 postage. I think. I think it's £15 plus $3.50 postage. I think. Yeah.
So have a look anyway. Yeah. But no, she will do more if requested. But she wanted to get some pre-order ones, which I might add. We have one.
We have.
So we're looking forward to that. I love getting the bits.
Yeah.
Gem Boutique. Now, wanted to chat to you about her. There's one I'm not going to show you that I found that I am really truly in love with, and I won't show it to you because I'm worried that Ultraviolet might buy it. And I'm saving.
Not that she buys a lot of stuff.
I'm saving up pennies. It's not hugely expensive, but it's just that, you know.
I said to her the other day, I bet her husband or other half hates us because she keeps buying stuff from me so up.
But I wanted to show you some of her bits. I don't know. It's quite a good one. So it's the shelf only. They make the shelves and it's all beautifully backlit. As you can see, without the light and with the light and so on. Yeah. There's also, I found a Beetlejuice one on there.
It's Beetlejuice with different phrases you can have on there.
Yeah, it's wicked cool actually. It really is exceptional.
Yeah. You'll see some of the bits.
Purple rose skull that I got in the Creepy Crypt box is only actually $9.99, people. So that's not a bad price. You too could have your very own bird.
Yeah.
Or Bertetta. Or Roberta.
Or Boney.
No, that's silly. Also, the mini gravestones and the wooden ones that they've got on there are all ones that she makes herself. Go away, silly thing. She does a wicked family tree one. And there's some really cool. That's on in my box to buy.
The Curio one,
Yeah, that's one that I'm getting purely for you people. You can see there's a lot of hearts I've got on here. In actual fact, I had to come off and stop doing hearts on there. But no, the handmade resin, or more to the point, the resin tombstone that we had is one that she makes herself. What she doesn't make herself, she does get in from a really good supplier.
Several different ones.
Or very good suppliers, I should say.
I recognise some of the bits from being Nemesis ones anyway.
Come on, where are you?
Not the mirrors.
Hang on, I'm going to have to turn it round. But we had a lovely message again from Gem Boutique, didn't we?
Very probably.
Yeah.
Because it's on my phone, which I'm holding in my hand at the moment.
Yeah, we want to be technical about it, you know. I'm just saying. Oh, come on, silly one. Where are you?
Yeah.
I've gone into the wrong bit, people. Here's another one. This is absolutely amazeballs, this one. This is $69.99. Again, it's all handmade.
It is awesome.
It is so cool. Ideal world, she'll do a nice Hogwarts one for me. Which I may very well be in discussions with her about at some point. But again, we need to save up some pennies because we've got other bits that we've had coming out lately. And
Nah, crappy grotty things like bills.
yeah,
I hate them.
They're so boring.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing an unboxing?
With a
And
bill.
this is my electricity bill.
Yay.
This will make you weep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right,
there
yeah.
it is. There's the right. I found it. I found the. This is $43.99, and
yeah.
there's 3 different
That's the one I like. 'Cause I never
remarks
trust the
and
living.
that.
Boot juice, cheap juice, and what's that one say?
It says, "I myself am strange and unusual," which, you know. Talking of which, I've been doing some major ordering from AliExpress lately, so I've got a load of different diamond paintings coming. I'll have some jewellery to show you, some wasabi tape.
Washi tape.
Yeah, well, I say wasabi, you say washi. And
In fact,
stickers
there's a bit from a Facebook one.
things.
And she's saying about, look, another amazing review from us. We're pretty awesome too. She says we're pretty awesome too, which we are. You know that.
No, I mean, the thing is, because obviously with you guys and some of you we do chat to quite frequently with back and forth bits and so on.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I do feel quite close to certain of our coven members. But also, I mean, hang on, mouse sticking together.
I just had to do that. Oh.
No, so also, like, we really like the people that we get from. Because I suppose it's the same thing, isn't it? That you guys and they themselves are into the same sort of things. There might be different things that we like, but there's also similarities there. And I think a lot of the time when you get things like that, you get people that are, adore their little fluffy animals and not so fluffy animals, and the weird and the wonderful. I think I would rather have a handful of strange friends than, I don't know, hundreds of people that I don't really know. So you know. So I get you. Even if you just watch and don't participate in chatting with us and whatnot,
we know you're there.
We know you're there. And what's more, you know, if you do have questions, you're more than welcome to ask them. No questions are stupid.
Nope.
Some can be a bit daft sometimes, but then I'm one for one of them. It just slap head moments, if you know what I mean. But they're not stupid. You know, you're just having an off brain day.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
But she also does some amazing light boxes. As I said, I'm not going to show you the one that I want to get, but I will show you Friday 13th inspired one, which is absolutely amazing. Oh, it won't go it. Aha, that's what it looks like without all the lights on. It's all intricately detailed.
Yeah.
And then you've got, it just looks, it's so, everything is so beautifully detailed.
Yeah.
I mean, it must take absolutely ages.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they've got oh wow.
Oh.
It's not my bag, but I can really, really like that. That is lovely.
This is Halloween.
But again, this is not the light box that I'm after.
No.
You're not seeing it. I'm not showing you. I want it. Oh, she's got a Freddy Krueger one as well. A zombie unicorn. Seriously, guys, you want to check out her shop. But if you see anything cauldron shaped in the Lightbox family, do not buy it. I want that one. Damn pennies. But yeah, we've got Chuckyans, Tiffany inspired. These creepy duties. Oh, it's dolls, I think. Dolls and children in horror films.
Yeah.
Oh, and eyeballs.
Yeah.
Not the funny eyeballs that pop up in some weird soup or something. I'm talking about proper eyeballs. Which, yes, I know is weird. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, yeah, I have to stop myself looking. Because there is some seriously nice stuff there. So any recommendations you guys want to send us through the Instagram bit, because YouTube, as we said before, do take things off. So if there's any places you think we'd like to give a go to, or places you've given a go to and you're impressed by, let us know, because the more small businesses we can promote, the better from our perspective. And say, if we get something and we think it's good, for whatever reason we think it's good, we will say to you, we'll say why we like certain things. And it isn't always about the items you receive, it can be the story behind the items. If work's been put into it, either through imagination or through physically doing items yourself, or picking out items yourself and things like that, that's grand. That's just what we want, is we want the different. I mean, to be honest, we're terrible, because our collection's just increased and increased and increased at an alarming rate. And yeah, it just, I mean, we went from quite a bare room. I hate bare rooms. I could never be minimalist.
Yeah, we have been here a long time.
We have been here a long time, and we've managed to pretty much cover every surface.
Today's the first. We moved in on the 1st of July.
Did we? So, what is it, 16 years?
18 years we've been here.
18 years. That's not bad, is it? I mean, it's funny. I love this flat. They're lovely big rooms. Plenty of storage space.
Yeah.
Our landlord's one of my husband's best friends. He's lovely. And, you know, we absolutely love it. Apart from one thing, the stairs, and there's no lift. And that was fine while I was able-bodied, but now... But, no, I mean, thankfully, if there is a fire in the flats, the safest thing to do is to stay inside your actual flat. Yeah, unless it's your flat that's on fire, of course, then you're stuffed a bit. But
we've got very large windows, and we're only 2 floors up.
And we're quite fortunate, really. Oh, wait there! I might have a big ball. You just sat. I mean, look, honestly.
You're stuffing it in all right, mate?
Have you got mumps? One of these days... It's alright, it sounds like he landed heavily, but he didn't. He
landed on the book.
His feet landed on the book, and it makes a smack noise. But no, he's alright, he's just...
mooching. Yes, indeed, he's mooching.
What's wrong with you? Is it because you're on a thing? You don't quite know why you're on the thing. No? Oh, you're licking the table, that's nice. I saved Mummy wiping it, wouldn't it? Here, bud. Attention span of a gnat. He's feeling sleepy now. He's been out on the bed busy.
You're feeling sleepy.
Didn't you? And your sissy's up as well, so she'll want to see everybody. Right, guys. Sorry, I didn't know Darren. Daddy's been videoing us. Yes, he has, without permission. She is really chilled out. She's had a run. This is her cuddle and kiss time. She loves a cuddle and kiss. She is alive, I promise. Do you want to waggle something, Mish?
No, I don't want to whack on anything.
There you go. You've got a movement of a
Oh,
foot.
look, here she goes. Here she goes. I'll push my face inwards. There we go.
There we go. You all right? Now, what are you going to say to them? You were going to say to them, we know we've got Strawberry Moon up on the background still, but now on the 14th of July, it's actually Buck Moon. And yes, I haven't
14th?
changed it. I'm pretty sure you said the 14th. It's when Darren was asleep last week. It was when he was asleep during the day. He said he'd set the alarm for a certain
13th.
time. Oh, it's 13th.
13th is Buck Moon. Yeah.
And we went in the bedroom, didn't we? And I said to you, Shh, Daddy's not quite up, ready to come up yet. And she sat here on my neck, so I laid down, and she sat cozied up on my neck, just staring at her dad. In actual fact, we have got some pictures.
We've got a picture.
Because Daddy did wake up, and she was quite chilled. Cute, isn't it? Excuse the side of my face. Also, guys, I don't know whether you've noticed. I'm really hoping you haven't overly noticed, but I'm getting more spots now going through the change than I did when I was a teenager. I mean, honestly, absolute nightmare. Mind you, I didn't get them as a teenager. I hardly had a spot ever. So, you know, I'm making up for it now, really. You just falling asleep sucking my finger. You are, aren't you? She's falling asleep sucking my finger, people.
Yeah, probably.
We will go with adorables. It's better than being bitten, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, you are so tired. She grinds her teeth when she's asleep as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, guys, I hope it's been lovely to speak to you again this week. We do miss it when we don't get to do it, but last week was horrendous.
Yeah.
I was so hot. Darren didn't feel good at all because he was hurting a lot. I was hurting, but I always do. In extreme heat or in extreme cold, it really doesn't do people with pain management very much.
No.
It's not helpful.
Not over here.
But no, it gets so hot.
Not over here. Hot in other countries does.
The doctors used to send people abroad.
Because like in Spain and bits like
they?
that, Spain is different. Because people would they'll do bits for a lot of people's arthritis and bits in Spain.
Yeah.
It's like, but over here when it gets hot, it doesn't.
I mean, admittedly, I know you can't exactly get a hot holiday on prescription. But if it has proven results, why not? Anyway, guys, as I said, it's been lovely chatting to you this week. We try not to miss these as much as possible because it keeps you guys up to date and it means that we can chat and, you know, I know we had a serious bit earlier on, things like that, but we try and keep it as light-hearted as possible.
Yeah.
As I said, we always bring up bits when we feel that it's got to the point where it's a necessity to almost.
Well, it was outstanding. It was
horrific.
It was horrific, but it was outstanding and how stupid it was.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I know different people in different countries brought up with different values and different ways of dealing with things and things like that. Yeah. And you get places where you've got really strong community values and things like that. But yeah, it's just such a shame. Yeah. But anyway, guys, have a good week.
Yeah.
Stay safe and be different.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.